Gotta love that theme song. Welcome back to episode 183 of This World Blows, the comedy podcast. Don't ever try to say it's not a comedy. Don't come for me legally. I said it's comedy. And therefore, I can say anything I want with zero repercussions. Okay. I don't know why this is on my mind. It's just I keep thinking about the word unobtainium, which I think the first time I heard that was whatever that eco movie. What's it called? The Planet movie with Papyrus Fawn. Avatar. That's the first time I remember hearing about it. They're searching for they're mining unobtainium, and it just popped in my head today, and it made me so enraged. The idea that writers anywhere, and I've looked this up, but I don't think they came up with that. I think science fiction has used this term before, but the idea that any writer made that term makes me want to strangle them. The idea that the chemical components of this matter, the word unobtainable is in the name. It's so annoying. It is the most science fiction obnoxious. Someone just thought of unobtainable. You could add an and it sounds like it's a chemical or a property. I don't know. That really does enrage me. Unobtainium. That's like a 13-year-old science fiction writer. I feel like I would have written that when I was 13. Like there's this crazy material from another planet. We can never get to it, so we call it unobtainium. But that doesn't make sense because you didn't call something the name of how hard it would be to extract it. We don't call anything that. That's the dumbest. It makes me so mad. So we're starting off with anger, folks. Hope you're happy. Hope you're ready to tap into the rage. So yesterday I saw this. Someone posted this dumb cartoon of it's supposed to be Bill Burr on Jimmy Fallon. It's calling him a shill, a corporate plant. Because I guess Bill Burr went on Fallon the other day. I watched it. It's really raging for the people because Bill Burr is not a corporate fucking plant. That's a hilarious idea. But he went on Fallon or Kimmel and was. Yeah, I don't know. He was talking shit about the insurance companies. I have no idea how someone could warp that into that he's the corporate shill. But it's just the funniest idea of there's a person that we have 30 plus years of documented video footage of him coming up in the ranks of comedy. Like more older than probably the person making these claims or these videos. There's that much footage of this person climbing the ranks in comedy. But now you're asserting that Chevron has paid for his existence from the beginning? Or the Illuminati has been funding Bill Burr since 1992 so that he could go on Fallon to talk about fires in LA in the year 2025. It's just so embarrassing, the idea that anyone who gets rich, you get to go like they're a shill. And I understand raging against the rich. I'm not against raging against the rich, but I'm just saying choose your targets wisely. A stand-up comedian that you can see who he earned his money by doing his craft or whatever you want to call that. You're mad at them, but you never come after like the CEO or the owner of John Deere. Why not? Why not go after anyone who's a Southern millionaire? Because the reality is, in every city, in every state, in every town, in everything, there is a richest person who lives there, and they're way, way richer than you, and they're probably a bad person who's milking the system or doing something, cutting the margins in some way. But you don't go after them. You don't give a shit about who's fucking up your local town. You're going after a celebrity, comedian. That means you're a pathetic loser and you don't really you're not really raging against anything. You're just trying to get clicks. So it's just so embarrassing. Like I'm with you. We should kill the rich, but you have to kill them all. You don't get to go like, I don't like this comedian. That's so embarrassing to go after Bill Burr, of all people, to say they're a corporate plant. I mean, I had to watch the full video because I was like, maybe this is a satire because it's just a bad and dumb target. But it's not. It's someone trying to be an edgelord and point out that, Bill Burr is a millionaire, so he shouldn't be able to speak on the Palisades fire. It's so embarrassing. There's rich people everywhere, and you just don't know what they look like is the difference. They're just not famous. But there's way, way, way more rich people in the world than there are famous people in the world. And you never go after them. You're never raging against them. You're never making a cartoon about the CEO that owns REI. Because he's probably also a piece of shit rich millionaire who owns many mansions. but you don't know what they look like. So you're completely guided by the media who you will target because you're a fucking moron. And that is just the majority of humans. It's like the majority of people in this era, in 2025, still have yellow, blurry photos with filters and stuff from years ago, still have that on their profile picture. I remember being enraged. I started cutting people off out of my life back in the era when Facebook was current. I remember there would be people that would have a picture up from high school, a yellow, blurry, like it's getting more yellow somehow every year. It's getting grainier and worse. And they would, that flip phone kind of photo, they would have that up as their profile pic or their only pic. And if you kept that up for a year, I blocked you. And there's a lot of my close friends, I still talk to them as people, but I will not look at your disgusting yellow old photo. You don't even know how to crop, or it'll be like a photo of you cropped. It's like a group photo. People will do that too. They'll crop their own head out. So you can see the tips of 5 people's heads, and that's your photo? You're a moron. You are a worthless piece of trash human being if you do have a profile pic like that still in this modern day. I'm sorry to tell you, you are. You're the problem. You're whose house needs to burn down. You're not even using these platforms correctly. Put up a clear photo. Be a grown-up. Don't be a grown-up, because grown-ups are kind of the worst at that. Don't put up a yellow flip phone photo where all the colors are blown out, and then we turn it to black and white on your PC, so it looks great to you, right? No, it looks horrible. You must leave the planet. And I'm getting tired of people telling me that I can't tell people to kill themselves. I got blocked on. One of my accounts got in trouble because I was telling someone to kill themselves, and they said to me, well, okay, full context here. Let's get into this. There was a TikTok, one of the Open the Gates to Hell people, a TikTok song person. There was a girl who put up some TikTok dance thing, and I said something like, get off this planet. It was, you know what it means. And she wrote, funny, I wrote this song about how I tried to end my own life. And then I looked into it and I saw she was doing a TikTok dance on top of her own song about trying to commit suicide. And then she thinks it's not okay for me to tell herself to kill herself. That's crazy. You are the number one candidate who should kill themselves. Someone who is trying to monetize on a danceable remix of what they already tried to monetize about their fake suicide. You're the worst. You have to kill yourself. I pray that you make it to the end of your goal, your fake ass goal of dying. But yeah, so I got some strike on my account just because I said that. I just think it's so stupid. If you're allowed to post dancing videos of you dancing to your suicide song, you cannot tell me I can't say that to you. That's absurd. That's a breach of my decency. It's indecent to not let me say that. Okay, what else, guys? I accidentally got sucked into watching part of Your Mom's House podcast, the Tom Segura, Christina P podcast. And I was shocked. I mean, I've seen clips of it before, just kind of... I know what it is. It's just a podcast. But I was shocked by the amount of ads that immediately bombarded me from them. It was 4 in a row, immediate 4 in a row ads. And maybe a lot of podcasts do this. I guess they all have ads and stuff. But what I've noticed is it's so bizarre that podcasts were supposed to be this real thing. But now what they are is faker than anything. It's people are only on a podcast if they're there to promote a TV show or a movie, just like late night talk shows where they're there to promote something. If you see someone pop up on a podcast, you go like, whoa, I haven't seen that person in a while. And then you just look, oh, they're on everyone's podcast this week because it's the new network TV shows. It's the new late night talk shows where you're only on if you're promoting something. And you're on everyone's podcast and you're saying the exact same stories. It's like really embarrassing. But back to the ad part. I just noticed that like, even James Corden has more credibility than to hold up a product to the camera and do his own ads. But not Tom Segura or Christina P. Not any of these comedians. They are filmed. They're doing their own ads. They're holding up products like it's the 1940s and saying, you've got to try this. It's great for these reasons. You can't even get the lowest of the low. Corden found these people would never do that. They would never stoop to that disgusting, groveling level of holding up a product. They'll cut the commercial. You make your own fucking commercials and you air them. The shame of having your own podcast and there's going commercial after commercial and it's you holding up a new product. Buy these MeUndies. Buy this MeSquatch deodorant. Buy this Me Ball Sack trimmer. It's humiliating. It's so embarrassing, and this is what will be remembered. It won't be the content that people sift back through to see how to cancel you. It will be the commercials. It will be the hours and hours of commercials on record of you guys all shilling products. You're going to be humiliated one day about this. We're going to all come for you. Not just me. It's going to be everyone. And I know it's the American way to just get money, so they'd like to say like, yeah, you would too. Yeah, we all would, but we're not. So we're coming for you. Okay? Okay? Be a grown-up and have companies make their own commercials. You fucking losers. Jesus Christoph. Speaking of losers, what the hell is going on with Kathy Griffin's face? Now, I'm not trying to be a face shamer here, guys, but speaking about weird-ass photos that people put up of themselves that are complete misrepresentations or are just bizarre looking, if you look at Kathy Griffin's Instagram, you'll see the filter she uses, everything about it is making her look way more disturbing than before. And, what am I looking at? This filter that is on her face, it looks like it is literally taken it out of being 3D. It's flattened her to a one dimension somehow. But if you skip through her stuff, it is bizarre. Like, I mean, she's kind of odd looking anyways, but the filter she's holding onto and how much she's ramming her face up into the camera, it does not make sense. Also, if you're going to get surgeries and stuff, if you're going to alter your face, I mean, I don't give a shit, do whatever you want, but why not shave this chin down and try to just make things look a little more normal, okay? I'm not trying to shame you here, Kathy, but I'm just saying these filters are making it look crazy. I feel like I'm looking into a demon's eyes. And it's nothing to do with your red hair. It's just that there's something that is so horrifying looking about this. She must change. Kathy, just skip the filters. To anyone who's older, okay. What am I looking at? This looks photoshopped. This is a screen cap of her reel. This looks photoshopped. Her face and maybe her head even is way too big for her body. Maybe that's the issue here, is a head size to body ratio. But clearly, you cannot look at this picture and tell me this looks normal. Also, how come her body is perfectly sharp and clear, but if you go to the face, insane blurring going on. This is disturbing looking. And yet I can't look away. Okay, how long has it been? What should we do? What should we go into? Oh, here's another thing we should look into. I've been seeing a lot of this. I mean, this is not new. You guys, if you're on the internet, you've seen this too. It's what I like to refer to as porn for children. Because this face dancing Disney stuff. I mean, we've all seen this. It's like this weird Disney face cosplay stuff. But what it is, as I just said, is pornography for children. Because this is overtly sexual to a child. This is like 5 steps past how kids would anthropomorphize like Disney characters or how they would like sexualize, be like, I'm in love with a lion or whatever when you're a little kid and you're like, I don't even know what this means, but like I'm attracted to this rabbit in this cartoon. This is taking that, whatever that thing is, and bringing it into humans, which is very weird because, again, this is obviously for babies. This is for little kids to look at. But if you look at it, it is sexual. Okay, I don't give a shit what anyone says. This is designed to give boners to children. I mean, literally, what is this except animated or like anime-based porn without nudity? Because that's what they're doing. They're doing this anime thing, but the facial things they're doing are a little bit past cutesy and into this is sexual. And we're trying to turn, like, these people should go to jail for life, these girls. All these girls doing this sex dancing on the face for kids, they should be locked up. Entirely. Anyone, if you can find any video of anyone doing that, they should be locked up. Regardless of if you think it's pornographic or not, it's so fucking stupid. They should be jailed permanently. They have to be gone. If you want society to continue, you have to get rid of these people. It's just the way it is, okay? Okay, let's open up the gates of hell. Let's get into the therapop, you guys. Let's see what this week has to offer. So Rory, the Australian 40-year-old whom it's not too late for and everything's right on time, she blocked me, as I told you last episode. I've been blocked. But she also has a bunch of other accounts in which she tries to continue to monetize off of the alleged trauma she suffered when her mother died over 20 years ago. So there's this one account which is them making serious, I guess you'd call this serious, sketches about POV when someone is upset and you grew up in an emotionally unavailable dad. And this is just a weird sketch where I thought it was supposed to be funny or something at first, and it gets to the end and it's not. They just give POV TikTok sketches of what it's like to have grown up with an unavailable dad. I mean, it is haunting to see what they're monetizing and how they're doing it. Her and her husband, Rich Pink. Which I also watched an interview where she said, I can't do anything without my husband, Rich. We're like partners. And I was like, that kind of defies, here he is, Rich Pink. That kind of defies your whole fully independent woman and I don't need a man to define me thing. The Late Bloomers podcast. This is where they talk about what it's like to have all these trauma and what it's like to have OCD, and no one knows what it's like to have anxiety. It's like, shut the fuck. This is everyone's experience. You're just monetizing on it in every way you fucking can. Because guess what, guys? They also do have a comedy sketch series. A totally separate account, where they make funny sketches. A lot of it also, again, having to do with PTSD trauma from an unavailable dad or your mother dying 20 years ago. So this person, Rory, she's an absolute piece of shit who is monetizing like everyone else 3 times over on traumas that are sad, but what everyone else in the world also has experienced and doesn't get paid for. You know, you don't really get paid for bad things happening to you, unfortunately. Wish it were so, but it's not, Rory. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so if you're out there, I can't see Rory's main site, but go watch her videos, go shit on her, tell her she is too old to do this. She's supposed to be a fucking grown-up. Spreading your trauma is not healing it, and posting things is not expressing yourself. So we should let her know that she's got to be done. She's got to be done, y'all. Okay, what else is in the gates of hell? Okay. So here's a person, this might have actually started the gates of hell. I saw this maybe a couple months ago, and I almost threw my phone across the room, and then I recorded it, of course, and then I kind of forgot about it. I record so many things that it'll be just this giant catalog of things that it's hard to find again, basically. But she popped up again, and I started recording her again, and I go, okay, I gotta remember this one, because this is a heavy hitter. And she calls herself Chinchilla Music. Okay, ready? Here we go.
Say something so I don't spiral. Chinchilla, you're not a child. Say something so I don't spiral. I run my life like a master, but when I laugh, a disaster. Say something so I don't spiral.
Master and disaster, great lyric rhyme. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. Look at this pig-nosed bitch. Look at this. Let me back this up. Look at this pig-nosed fatty. And she's not even fat, but this is just a term of piggery that I'm giving her. Oh my God. I'm just looking in the background. I'm just like, well, how could no one get in a car and mow them over? Like, how come there's never a terrorist there when there's someone doing a TikTok thing? There's a reason it's in someone's mind to do that. You know, I'm not saying I don't want anyone innocent to die, but I do want these people to die. So maybe there's a natural cause for trying to hit people with cars. Because if you were here on this scene and saw this going on and you did nothing about it, you're a traitor. You're a traitor to this country. Let's watch it one more time. And also look at the people she's got to work with her in the background here. Oh my God, I hate her face. This girl Chinchilla is not only doing the Gates of Hell music thing, she's doing facial child porn dancing. Look at this. Someone needs to strike her immediately. But okay, the people she's got working with her in the background, it looks like her mother and her mother's best friend. Who are these other two quote unquote dancers? Who are these random old ladies that she's got in here to try to make her look more attractive because she's painfully average? I guess I'll get 2 old grandmothers to be my backup dancers, so I'll be the only sexy one. Because it's true, if you had hired 2 dancers to be in your video, you would be the least sexy one. So it would be a bad choice. Let's just watch it again. I hate this person so much. Say something so I don't spiral. Neener, neener. Chinchilla, you're not a child. Say something so I don't spiral. Oh my God. Master, disaster. I mean, again, this is back to what I was always talking about with these Gates of Hell people. The cameras are zooming in and out. And they're using CapCut and these programs that are doing these automated edits that no human even really had to do anything to make it look visually interesting. But what's going on is there's 3 fucking losers outside going like this. It's disgusting. This, and I mean, again, if they're casting for Miss Piggy, this girl's got to get in. She's got that pig nose effect. Okay, and if you go, why? How could you make fun of her? Look at her walking around Toronto on the street going, look at me in my giant hat. Don't tell me not to hate this piece of shit. This is the height of talentless, vanity-driven, fame-seeking losers. Past their prime, nothing to offer, but they know people will hate them online, like me, and accidentally promote them. Let's look at her page a little bit. Chinchilla music. She wears these gigantic hats. Anyone who does these gimmicks is like, you're telling me that you're talentless before I even listen to it. You're telling me you have nothing to offer because you've chosen, I'll have to be visually weird to get you to look at me. I'll have to be a Sarah Squirm of comedy. Because that means you're funny if you wear clown clothes. Okay, check this out though. I found this out today.
Hey, it's freezing! And it's the end of the year, which means I have decided
she's
to make a
British.
special gift for you all.
Did
And
not
I'm
see
gonna
that
tell you
coming.
why.
I thought this was a
summer, I
stupid
performed so many
American.
festivals.
I'm
That's
shocked
summer
it's a
life.
British
I know that
person.
there's a lot of you in America and Australia and more places. So I decided to record.
Is she drunk or
a bunch
on
of the live
Adderall?
shows
I
and
don't
release
know.
a live EP of this summer's festival set, and it is my gift to you for holidays.
Oh
for the
my
holidays.
God. So she is as bad. She is as bad as her music is. Like, her personality is that obnoxious TikTok fake personality. And I mean, the clothes she wears, everything is too obscure that she is a painfully ordinary, boring dumbass. Like, if this person wasn't wearing these gigantic cowboy hats and hilarious clothes, you would never look at them. You would never consider them anything other than a banker. But look, I'm wearing a crazy hat that has strings on it. Guess I'm hot. You're not. Chinchilla, you're very much not hot. You're a pig nose. Okay, let's check in. The last thing we're going to check in on is Guy Tang, okay? Guy Tang's been, he might have started the Gates of Hell, actually. But friends have sent me Guy Tang. It's also spreading. People are sending me Guy Tang going, have you seen this thing? It's on other platforms. Everybody agrees he is the definition of embarrassment and unawareness. Or, you know, utilizing that people will think that either way. Who knows? But let's listen to this newest track.
I have a feeling that something is wrong. A puzzle piece from our picture is gone.
I mean, you cannot tell me that wearing those shorts that cut the knees off and that connect at the feet, you cannot tell me that's not supposed to be funny. Again, he's dressed like someone from Tim and Eric. The stuff he wears, I guarantee you he doesn't actually wear. You know what I mean? Like, he wears this stupid stuff in these videos to be made fun of or to be yas-queened and to be it's givinged. But either way, it equates to views, so he's down. But like, this person, he's bilking the system. I kind of like Guy Tang in that respect. There's no way he's unaware that this is very lame. Everyone doing this knows what they're doing is very stupid. Also, I don't know why there's a cop car full of bullet holes in the back of this video, because I doubt the song is about police brutality or police murder. Although, that actually, maybe it is. Maybe Guy is smarter than I thought, and he's like, we'll make it about absurd topics too. This song is about the murdering of a specific police officer. They're causing outrage. Like everyone in this video wearing these clothes, like they're all trying not to laugh because they all know this is very embarrassing. I mean, I'm kind of torn with Guy because at first I'm fully mocking him, but now I'm like, there's zero chance he's unaware of what's going on. He's not like Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman is unaware that he sucks. He believes he is good. He doesn't know why people are laughing at him. Guy Tang seems to be playing that game, but I think he's fully aware that this will cause attention for these reasons. So, I don't know, mate. Guy might get kicked out of the gates of hell. He might get put into a new category because, I don't know. We'll have to look into it more. But I think he might be faking it. I think he might be faking being bad. We'll see. Okay, let's wrap it up. That was episode 183 of This World Blows, the comedy podcast. Until next time, goodbye.